My name is Dan Schroeder. I am a retail operations consultant for More Engineering. I have 2 decades of retail experience with approximately 17 years in retail management at the store level. I'm here today to talk to you about planograms and what roles they play within the store and what they do for our customers and how to execute them. It's actually one of my favorite jobs. I was specifically responsible for one of my job roles in setting up and ensuring the execution of planograms. So I get excited to talk about merchandising when it comes to planograms and the different types. So I hope that I can give you a little bit more of an insight on what they are and what they do in a retail environment today. So what is a planogram? There are many forms and shapes, and I refer to them as planograms, but they might be known as a lot of different things throughout the industry. Planograms, to me, are the merchandise setups for particular categories within a retail store environment. So if you think about a grocery store, for example, and the barbecue sauce aisle or ketchup aisle, it is the document that tells you exactly where everything needs to be. So it will have all the details you need to properly set up and merchandise a particular section of the store by the assortments, by the types, by the amount of facings, and all the information in between, such as signing, shelf type, shelf height, all the things of that nature. They're typically handed over to the stores or sent to the stores by a company's corporate. And to my knowledge, they're designed usually using computer-based systems or software that take into account the assortment of product, the space available, and a lot of key factors in order to do that. But the fun part is taking that plan and putting it into action and making sure that not only is it set up correctly, but it stays maintained correctly in order to drive sales. So why do planograms? Why execute planograms in a store environment? So it allows the stores to take the products that they are selling and merchandise them within the store in order to do a lot of different things. Keep tabs on them, make sure it stays neat and organized, and also plays a lot of roles when it comes to inventory control. They're also good because it allows you to specifically merchandise based on what's selling. There can be different facings on a popular product. It allows you to control the amount of inventory, but it also has an element of safety where typically in the design of these, the heavier products would be on the bottom shelves, more accessible. Obviously, you wouldn't want to put a very heavy product on the top shelf where people are going to have to reach for it. It is a recipe for disaster. So they are good because they kind of control the environment of the large amount of products in a retail environment that are going to be sold and allows it to be very organized and easy to shop for the customers. So how can planograms go wrong? There are a good amount of ways a planogram can go wrong. The first way I would say is just the initial setup. So there is a lot to do in a retail store environment, and employees, managers, everybody is incredibly busy, from customer service to merchandise setups to a whole lot of things that they're doing each day. So ensuring that it is set up correctly and per standard is probably the most important thing, because if you have a good foundation, the shelves are set correctly, they're cleaned, they have a clean slate, and everything is set up accordingly, everything will fall into place after that. So if you think about setting it up incorrectly, not enough shelves, different kind of shelves, you lose spacing, everything is very detailed and planned for. So if I had 2 facings of ketchup, for example, and I only set up 1, you're constantly going to have overstock of that ketchup, and you need to find a place to put that. And sometimes that winds up overflowing to back rooms, put in places that shouldn't be. It's a very simple example, but it gives you a little bit of a view of how it can go wrong if you times that by thousands and thousands of products. So really the key is to set up the foundation of it correctly so that everything will fall into place and inventory can remain intact and the product can flow as it's supposed to. So as I said, one of my favorite jobs I've ever had was specifically executing the planograms within a store. Now there's, as I said, a lot of different types of that. There are one that are incredibly specific, and there are some when it comes to seasonal products or fast-moving products that are a little bit more vague and give you general direction, but not as specific as what I, in my experience, call a planogram. How can I help with that? As I assist on incident investigation, I can take you through what that is supposed to look like and what might or might not have gone wrong in any particular incident. Due to my experience, as I said, it was something that I'm passionate about, was passionate about, and still am in the retail store environment. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment or contact More Engineering Services for more information. Thank you for watching. Wow, that was terrible.